shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
Moves we expected for the NBA's summer of 2019. Would KD really leave the Warriors? What was going to happen to Anthony Davis? The truth is, you could have given me exactly 1 million cracks at predicting how things would shake out, and I still wouldn't have gotten to. And of course, we'll see Dwight Howard back in a Lakers uniform. And yet, here we are, with Dwight indeed back wearing purple and gold. And just in case you wanted to go full-on hot tub time machine, last night we even got Snoop Dogg sitting courtside for the Lakers game in San Antonio. Can we take a moment, please, to appreciate Snoop going on the Lakers broadcast for a little gin and juice play-by-play? Listen to this.
Bron just taking over the game now.
Come on, Bron, walk into the park. That's a walk in the park right there. We call that cake mix. We coasting right now. I like it. Let's keep the pressure on. Let's go. Push that, LBJ. Run that point. PG. Get out there, Bradley. Get out there. Give it back to him. Oh, threes, please.
Good as ever. More. Now, at that point in the game, LA had a comfortable lead, but the Spurs hung tough, requiring a big fourth quarter from, Dwight Howard. Dwight was a monster exactly when the Lakers needed it. Watch these dunks. The entire state of Texas shook on that one. And then here, Bradley misses, but Dwight flies in for the cleanup. Dwight was essential on the defensive end, too. Here's a key block on DeJounte Murray down the stretch. The Lakers really needed that one. And by the time it was over, LA had the win. It was their 5th in a row, while Dwight had 14 points, 13 rebounds. And this was his shot chart. Yep, a perfect 7 for 7, which means he is now shooting nearly 80% for the season. Of course, that's easier to do when you're only shooting 4 times a game, but it's still not easy, and I know this because no one else is doing it. Frankly, just as notable as how accurate Dwight has been is that he's getting his opportunities in the flow of the game, as opposed to...
Because this time around, he don't have to do so much. The last time, the Lakers brought him in to do a whole lot when he had Kobe. Then y'all know how Kobe is. Kobe is a player that's just uptight. Want you to do everything perfect. This time around, Dwight ain't asked to do so much now. And he can just come in and do what they brought him in to do. Protect the rim, get him 16 to 13 a night. Not getting 30 and 20 a night. There's a little simple rebound, little simple points. And he more freedom. It's like he don't have to be uptight. He can be himself and be out there enjoying. The first time around, it's nothing to take away from Kobe. Kobe always gonna be a great player. Kobe want to win, but you also gotta let a player enjoy himself. If you don't let a player enjoy himself, he gonna try to do too much out of his way. He ain't gonna play well. That's why the first time around, it ain't end well, because he was brought there to do a whole lot. The second time around, he's not here to do a whole lot. He just a 16-point guy and a 13 rebound type of player now. He playing the role good. Not saying that in a bad way. He just know what his role is on this team. That's why he having a good year so far this year, because he not asked to do a whole lot.
Demanding the kind of post touches that clogged up his other recent stops. It's almost as if the past 5 years never happened, although of course they did. And acknowledging how poorly things went in Charlotte, in Atlanta, in Washington, D.C. is important, because it makes the contrast to what's happening now even more remarkable. Remember what Wizards GM Tommy Shepard said after unloading Howard to the Grizzlies just a few months ago? He told our Adrian Wojnarowski, quote, "That was the quickest trade I have ever done in my life." Memphis, too, was happy to get rid of Dwight via buyout, but that's what allowed Howard to step in for the Lakers after DeMarcus Cousins went down. At the time, he was saying all the right things about being willing to play his role, but since he'd said all that before and then hadn't followed through, it was hard to know whether to believe him. But now, well, now Howard is saying things like, quote, I don't see it as a role, I see it as my purpose. All those locker room cancer stories also seem to be a thing of the past. LeBron keeps talking about what a good teammate he is. And my God, Shaq is even praising Dwight on IG. Yep, here is Shaquille O'Neal actually referring to Dwight as Superman and writing, "You playing great, bro. Keep it up. Proud of you." I may need a minute. This is all such a departure from our recent reality. It is fair to wonder whether it's sustainable. Will Dwight be able to do this for a full season? He turns 34 in a few weeks. Will he stay healthy enough to do it all season, even if he wants to? There are no guarantees, but at least for now, the Lakers are reaping the benefits. Dwight has the NBA's second best plus-minus, fifth in the league in block shots, a key reason the team's overall defensive rating tops the NBA. He's also keeping the Lakers from having to overuse AD at center, which will be huge for them long term. All those hours talking about the moves that would matter this summer, and I guess the only sure thing is that there's no sure thing, and sometimes the least predictable story.
That's why everybody is thought he gonna do the same thing. No, he know what they bring him in there to do. Keep AD from playing so many minutes at center. That way he could just rest his body on the bench and be fully healthy to go. So they don't do wear and tear on his body. Dwight is there to protect the rim and take all the minutes from AD. Like this, AD gonna play 30 minutes, but they don't want him to do so much that it tear him down. That's why you brought Dwight in to go along with McGee too. And then you got Dwight know what his job is to come in and protect the rim. And he know what to do. That's the way AD can have his rest and be ready to go. That's a good thing they bring him in. And look what he's doing. Having a good result so far. Protecting the rim.
Stories are the best stories of all. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe